Just bring one book with you, and you're good for many, many hours of entertainment and fun. Oh, did my internet crap out again? I don't have any dropped frames. I think that might be on your end, Trooper. But I'm not 100% sure. If other people are having issues, please let me know. Oh, the mouse hat can come off. Alright, we could make a fire and make some stuff, although I don't think we have a ton of fuel, so maybe we should break some stuff down in the meantime. The mouse hat ticker was stuck on 10 seconds for a while. You have lots of buffering. It's weird. I'm wondering, it must be a Twitch server issue because I have 0 dropped frames. So I don't think it's on my end, but that doesn't have to mean anything. We all know that sometimes Twitch just be twitchy. Oh, before I tell this next story, I gotta mute my echo. So the other day, our Alexa was not responding at all for whatever reason. Like, she'd light up and she'd listen, but then just go, just like,
come on, little
and
fire,
not say anything, not respond. She didn't give us her usual like, I'm having difficulties understanding you. No, she just would not respond. So, I had been looking online, and apparently this was an issue that had happened across Europe before, but there were no articles about this happening again now. So I was like, alright, I guess it's just us then. There were a few notifications from across Europe that it had happened, but apparently it wasn't a big enough outage to make the news this time. We do not have enough flour to make more bannock. That's upsetting. In that case, we should just leave the flour behind. It's not worth it. Alright, we're making some more water, but what else can I do in terms of food? Not a whole lot. I can pull some more torches. And there goes my water. I mean my fire. You know, the opposite. The opposite of what I was talking about. Probably more budget cuts mandated by Amazon. No people or money to keep the servers running. Twitch has also been twitchier than usual lately. Yeah, you know, you notice all of the cuts that have been happening in the tech sector in many different ways. There are just lots of little hiccups and bugs and stuff, whether it's because they don't have enough people, you know, checking for bugs or keeping servers running or whatever. They're definitely cutting corners in a way that is very obvious as a consumer. It's Alexa copying an attitude. Alright, let's have something to drink and get some sleep, I guess. 5 hours? 6 hours? 6 hours seems good. Is this a long aurora? First a really long blizzard, then a really long aurora? Alright, I have to eat some of my cat tails. We'll pick up more. And this will be good for, scurvy risk. It already sounds like another blizzard. I hate Pleasant Valley. I hate it so much. Why is it like this? Maintenance doesn't generate revenue, so the corporate bean counters mine, it's expendable. Yeah! Things like quality, maintenance, you know, those types of things, not important. Not a big deal. Let's bring this along with us too.
Man, I could eat anything.
So then we have 2 books with us. So AI slowly taking over. They start out with small things and work their way up. I saw this interesting post the other day that I completely agreed with, and they're like, AI is cool and all, but we're using it for the wrong things. You know, we're using AI to to basically relieve us of things like... Actually, this looks like it could be Magdalene's weather. Of things like writing and art and music. But what does that leave me with? It's like, then I have to make, then I have to take care of things like laundry and dishes. And I don't want to use my time doing laundry and dishes. I want to use my time to write and make music and create art. So it's like, it's just not helpful. And I kind of have to agree with that. I think that's my biggest bone to pick with AI. I think it's incredible the kinds of stuff that AI can do, don't get me wrong, but it's like, that's not what I want it to do. Okay, I guess Twitch is being twitchy. It still said, like, OBS is still telling me I'm live and that I've had no dropped frames and nothing. But Stream Elements apparently thinks I just started streaming again. So it'll be interesting to see if Twitch cuts up my VODs into 2. We have 10 torches. Carrying more than 10 torches. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? This is absolute madness, but I am actually gonna go and pick up one more torch purely so we can pull that. Did it go out? It went out. How stupid is this? AI was meant to do grunt work, so humans could create art, but grifters and the lazy are using AI to make art and leave the grunt work life to humans. That's basically how I see it. Like, sure, I understand that AI is better at some things than humans in terms of, like, crunching really big numbers, really large sets of data, finding patterns. I get that. I get that it's better than we are, faster than we are. But the creative stuff, just leave that to the humans, please. Alright, now I'm carrying more than 10 torches. That's the kind of stuff that makes life interesting. Oh man, am I gonna go after that deer again? Am I gonna try and find where I killed the deer? I guess that's probably the best option. Wait, those crows are for the corpse here in the playground. That's a phrase you don't want to have to say. Alright, I hear the wolves out there. At least we didn't run into any of them coming back to Thompson's Crossing last night. That would not have been fun. I guess I'll just take a little bit of just a little cold damage and try and grab some sticks on our way back to where the deer carcass was. Oh wait, but I also wanted to be on the ice so I could get some more cattails. Okay. But getting to the deer is going to take so much time. So when we were heading back to Thompson's Crossing, this bit of stone that, like, peeks out from the snow freaked me out so much. I didn't say anything, but the entire time I was walking towards it thinking, is this going to be, like, a wolf or a bear that just starts coming after us? Obviously it wasn't. Certain people see others being good at things they're not, but want to be as gatekeeping. You see them in social media posts celebrating artists, journalists, game devs, etc. Using their jobs. People want to be rich and celebrated without putting in any of the work to get there. Yeah. It's sad but true. There are people out there who just want to, see some people fail and want to use quick tricks to get where other people are, and a lot of the times they don't realize or don't want to accept that those people are where they are because of a mixture of luck, talent, and hard work. Cattails. And currently at work, I've been doing a lot of research about about YouTube as a channel, and for using it for businesses and what makes sense, what kind of content do you need to put out,
Never been so hungry in my life.
what's going to be helpful for your customers or potential customers. So not for people in like entertainment industries, but for businesses. And it's so interesting to see some of the tips that come up, because I'm just like, yeah, okay, sure, maybe that works for some people, but that's there's definitely not a one size fits all solution. That's just not how it works. Also, what's really interesting, just sort of a tangent on that, is that I'm one of the only people in my team that uses YouTube, and I can't fathom that. Like, I use YouTube daily. I watch so many different channels. I watch so much different types of content on YouTube. And I'm working with people who are like, no, I've been to YouTube, but I don't go to YouTube. What do you mean you don't go to YouTube? What do you mean you don't use YouTube? Hey, Sweetly, welcome in. Good to see you. Yes, so many cattails. I wonder if we've actually made it to the number that we need. Alright, let's put down a fire. We need to get this started, and we need to eat a cattail or two. Regarding our AI, will skip the entire process of human creativity. Will technology and AI slowly take over? And if it continues like this, humans will lose certain abilities over time, not today or tomorrow, but maybe over centuries if it continues like this. Yeah. I mean, there's whole aspects of the art-making process that just get lost when you can just do it with a click of a button. Now, okay, we've only got 13. It's okay. We'll eat a few. We'll get some more. Now, that's not to say that AI art doesn't have like a place at all. I worry that some things will just be too easily replaced, and it won't be as valued in some cases. Oh, well, that was weird. Did you guys see how the texture just kind of disappeared for a second? That was strange. I guess that sort of counts as a glitch, right? I mean, it was a visual glitch, but a glitch nonetheless. How are we doing on water? We're doing fine on water. All right. Let's rip into it with our hands. It's good to see you, Sweet Lou. I hope you're doing well today. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, do we want to do this? We could do this. We could add a few more sticks. Oh, but these are almost done, so we need to wait until these are done, actually. This is not warm enough. Oh, I don't want to use my last coal for this. I'm gonna have to. I can't believe I wasn't even paying attention to that. Off to see the wizard. I mean to work. Alright, Rob, I hope you have a good day at work. I hope things go alright. And thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Found out there's a setting for TLD in the accessibility options to reduce camera bob during the harvesting. Wait, is that new? Did they add that? Oh, we should maybe turn on the eating and drinking sound effects filter. I thought I had that on. I have dampened camera motions on. I know that impacts when you have really low health. Yeah. Oh, does that also reduce it? during carcass harvesting? I wonder, okay, I want to see what it looks like without it. Oh, wait, that only happens after, after I restart the game. Okay. Oh my god, I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, I've got it on. I turned it on because of the like wobble that you get when you get down to below 10% health. It gets really extreme. And I personally don't have an issue with motion sickness most of the time, but I wanted it to not affect viewers, and it makes it difficult for me. It, like, well, obviously difficult because that's part of the point, but it also kind of messes with me, even though I don't really get motion sick, if that makes sense. Okay, let's use the knife for this. Using the hatchet for this is unpleasant to me because of the, like, hacking sounds. And there we go. We've got our deer bags. Why are there so many quarter bags? We have healed our hypothermia risk. Fabulous. $40. Let's do some more harvesting then. Tea bags. I don't have a hard time with it when playing, only when watching. See, that's the thing. I had a feeling that it's probably just best for everyone involved. I do get motion sickness, not so much with games, thankfully, but I've noticed that as I get older, I have more of an issue if I'm a passenger in a vehicle, especially buses. Buses are really bad at nighttime. To try and keep me from getting motion sick, I end up like focusing on one spot and trying to tell my brain, okay, look, we're moving at the same pace that everything outside is moving. Yeah, it's definitely something, and it's just weird because, as I said, it's sort of become a development as I've gotten older. I don't remember ever getting car sick as a kid, but now it's like if I'm in the back seat of a certain car, I start getting like this weird headache, and it's not fun. And I don't know why. 4 minutes, 7 minutes, we can do this. Like for almost 6 hours now, and I didn't have breakfast yet. Didn't even do something for my care. Time to change it. Beard care, head care, breakfast. Sounds like a good plan to me. I also haven't had breakfast, which is part of the reason I have such a hard cut for the end of stream, because I figured, well, I'll have something to eat, because I started so much earlier than usual. So I was like, it's fine. I'll stream, and then I'll have something really quick to eat, and then I'll catch my train. Hopefully that works. But I did take care of everything else beforehand, so I should be good to go. Ooh, what are you having for breakfast, Laszlo? I'm probably just gonna have like a banana and peanut butter. I'm not usually hungry early in the day. I usually have my first meal around noontime anyway, so I figure waiting until 12:30, 1 o'clock is fine. Ooh, oatmeal. I wish we had oatmeal in the game right now. I mean, I know there is oatmeal in the game, but I wish that we had oats on us so that we could make some porridge.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
3 minutes until ready. It's almost evening. So this is going to be kind of a wash of a day, too. We're basically just going to be bringing this stuff back. Oh, no. I didn't want to do that. Oh. Now, see, that's one thing I'd like to change about this game. It doesn't make sense that if I pick up a piece of meat that is 1 minute away from cooking, and then I put it back down, then it starts all over again. That doesn't make sense. That's not how cooking works. Got 7 sticks left. Could break down a few more torches. I may take a short break to go make another tea. I'm debating because, I mean, it's been an hour and a half. I'm going to stream for about another hour-ish more. I guess now is probably a good time to take a break. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a really quick break.
Seek fluid intake.
To seek some fluid intake. Thank you, Ferret. Yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. In the meantime, let's see, let's do a pool party. Why not? All right, be back soon. All right, I'm back, and I made myself another tea, so we can call that on bingo too. Yeah, today I'm drinking a white tea raspberry, a white tea with raspberry. It's very tasty. I had it when we went to a friend's for brunch. She had that. She uses it to make iced tea, which is also really good. But I've been drinking it hot since I got it yesterday. All right. I might just leave these there to keep cooking while we start bringing stuff back. I'm just gonna fill her up. These little ones are so frustrating.
sure I can carry much more.
Let's double check that those are actually worth it. This one is not worth it. So these are cooked, and these are not. Let's just light and head back to Thompson's Crossing one more time. Maybe we can grab some more cattails on our way back too. So I'm wearing some earrings today, which I don't always wear earrings, but I mean most of the time you can't tell anyway because of my headphones. But I'm wearing earrings today, and because they're a little bit longer, the headphones are like pushing it into my neck. I did not think this through, is essentially the moral of this story. But they're super cute. They, my cousin gave them to me many, many years ago. They've got little owls. I know he's after me because we smell good. Sweet! Wolf dead. Another wolf bites the dust. And another wolf down, and another wolf down. Another wolf bites the dust. Alright, we're getting to... Well, not quite, but we're almost at halfway in terms of the number of bingo events called and the number of bingo events available. So I'm wondering when we're going to get our first bingo today. Oh, this is where we were hiding out during the blizzard. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm actually really glad we went the way that we did when the blizzard blew out our fire, because I, honest to God, thought that our deer was somewhere over in that direction. This is not the most straightforward way to Thompson's Crossing. I know that. You know that. So why am I going this way? I don't know. Oh, I see some kind of sapling. I can't tell from here if it's birch or maple. My guess is maple, but I can't quite tell from here. Oh, now I'm starting to think birch. Maple. Pretty sure it's maple. Indeed it is. Okay, there we go. Sapling. Collected. This is actually not that far. Is it maybe actually closer to Thompson's Crossing than I anticipated? Perhaps. Look at all of these sticks. I could try and kill this bunny. Purely for the fact that we could use more hides. Okay, let's grab this torch. Then...
I feel cranky and pubescent today, and I don't know why. I'm gonna take it out on people I like.
Hey, Nog, welcome in. How you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good week. Oh no, okay. No, never mind. We're not doing this. This is a bad idea. Okay. Ugh, another blizzard. I wonder if we're gonna get another aurora after this. That would totally be in line with the kind of day that we're having here in Pleasant Valley. Also, this blizzard came out of absolute nowhere. It was just like perfectly still winds, no snow, and then bam. while I called those bingo events, I should have thrown out my tea bag. Didn't think about that. Alright, since we're taking so much cold damage, I think I'm just gonna run inside to the church. Assuming I can get to the church. Rather than pushing all the way through to, community center. Hall, whatever it's called. That building there. Ah, yes. Another place of warmth. Sanctuary! Sanctuary! And that would be my pop culture reference of the day. I don't know how obvious of a pop culture reference that was. Alright, so we've got nothing but papers, because we already got all of the books in here, apparently. All of the Bibles or songbooks or whatever. We might as well do a little reading. Okay. There we go. It almost sounds like the weather improved? No, the blizzard can't possibly be over already. Yes, the famous modern pop culture figure, Victor Hugo, of course. Super modern. Alright, I guess I should drop this stuff while we're here. It can be curing. In the meantime, we could eat a little. Not that we really need to eat. I don't know why I was like, oh, we need to eat. We're so hungry. No. No, we're not. Do these still work even if they're ruined? I'm going to assume yes. Until proven otherwise. Everything seems to work, even if it's... well, not everything. Alright, let's get back to reading, I guess. Actually, no, I want to read the ice fishing book. Ice fishing is actually extremely useful to us. Advanced guns is a little bit less useful. Are we gonna end up sleeping here? I can't remember. Is there a bed up front? Or am I thinking of a different building? I'm thinking of a different one. What is it? The church in Milton, maybe? Is that a church? Yes, there is a church in Milton. And yes, I think that's what I'm thinking of. In that case, to save our bedroll, and to make us a little more tired, we're gonna run around like crazy out here in Blizzard, which is a terrible idea, especially since I kind of got lost. Not really. Here we go. This is exactly the path I meant to take, chat. I don't know what you're thinking. Thinking of Milton Church, probably St. Christopher. Wait, it has a name? I'm so out of touch. To be fair, I'm like this in real life, too. I never know the names of places. When we were visiting my in-laws, my husband went out on a really long walk when I had to work one day. And so when he was on his way back, he texted me and he's like, I'm almost home, I'm here. Now, they've had this place for probably a decade now. I've been up there probably a few handfuls of times, probably at least a dozen times by now. And so I turned and I was like, this is where he said he is. I told my in-laws, I was like, this is where he said he is. I have no idea where that is. It's like, couldn't tell you how close that is. And they're like, oh, okay, I know where he is. All right. Glad someone knows. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to put away the lamp and drink some water. Wait, now I have to look into my notes. Does this church have a name? Pleasant Valley Church. Okay. That's a pretty basic name. Let's get some sleep. We actually are done with the skill books. And it's another Aurora. Fine. Another Aurora. Happy, Bingo? Are you happy? We're actually done with all of the skill books for the challenge. I'm basically just choosing to read any books that I can and adding them in here. Nog, GG on winning Bingo! Coming in and taking it for the sweep. Yeah, right now we really just need to focus on these regular books. And the thing is, I think a lot of the ones that we still have left are in Milton. But Milton books I don't want to add because, well, that means going up and down. Like, we're going to have to go across at least 2 ropes. And so that's going to be a lot of lugging. I am just reading skill books because I might as well. If I can read them, because I'm not at level 5 yet, I will read them before I add them to the library. They don't count towards the collection though. Yeah, and if I can't read them, then I just add them. Alright, I guess we'll sleep a little more. We're not that tired. Maybe we'll read for an hour. We'll finish up this book. Oh, that would also be 2 different bingo events, because we have definitely been reading. Oh, no, don't get their seat. No. I'm happy with bingo. I'm also happy that someone won bingo without Astrid needing to really take any serious damage. Right, I wanted to finish that book, actually, before we go anywhere. So yeah, the question is, where do we go now? We could actually go back through Cinderhill Mine, and we could go to... we could go to Desolation Point. I bet you we'd find some books there. But I don't think we'll find a ton. We might find some in the burned down church. We might find some in the coal mines, but probably not many. I don't know if it'll really be worth it in terms of book numbers. Okay, so now we finished that. I can check off reads at least 1 chapter and finishes reading a book. Okay, so we can drop that book at least. Let's bring this back over to the corner back here. We'll have to rearrange this at some point, but I can't really see what I'm doing, so that's why it has just become a pile back here. I guess we could do that. I guess that could be a plan. We haven't been to Desolation Point yet, so I don't think that's a terrible idea either. These bingo events look familiar. Did I steal them from you or did you steal them from me? It's probably 50-50, to be honest. I definitely stole some from you. Hey, Lily, welcome in. Sorry I'm late getting ready to do a college visit this morning. Hey, no worries. I'm also on a lot earlier than I usually am. I knew that it was going to be an early one for anyone in the US or Canada. But I appreciate you swinging in. I hope you have a good college visit. I hope it's fun. I remember those good old days. I enjoyed it. I want to drop these before we go, so then I can actually add that to my notes. We have 1 deer. We now have 4 guts and not birch maple. Let's eat this one. Head and beard freshly cleaned and oiled up. Time for food. Excellent. Guten Appetit. Unfortunately, it's raining today. Okay, that does make it a little less fun. I hope it's not pouring the entire time. Hopefully it'll clear up a little bit. Oh, did I ever call the Maglens weather one? I don't think I did. But we had that earlier as well. Light side.
Come on, little fire.
Alright. Okay, Maglens? I didn't call it earlier. Shame on me. Shame, shame, shame. So for those of you who joined us later in stream, we actually are all out of our flare shells because I had to use it to defend myself. I decided to do a somewhat risky goat. It was decided by chat that it was a risky goat and not a reasonable goat. Down from the mine. And I've done this before. It's not usually a big deal. But I sprained my wrist on the way down. And there were a couple of, like, I think it was one wolf that kept circling back, but it might have been two. But in any case, we had 2 encounters with wolves, and I scared them off. And then out of nowhere, the bear comes up. And I was like, I don't have time to build a fire. I don't know if I have accelerant. And so I just ended up panicking and decided to use my one and only flare shell to keep us from getting mauled again. So that was fun. Thankfully, of course, he then ran off scared. We didn't hit him with it because I was not even in the place to aim at that point. We were probably only alive for about 5 minutes. I was not in game mode yet. But yeah, we managed to avoid a mauling, which I am very thankful for. I've had enough of maulings for one game. It was retrospectively risky. You're right, Trooper. It was purely because we were going down this place into bear territory that made it risky. I should have calculated that in when I decided to do the goat. I chose to do the goat purely because we were carrying 15 books at the time. And so we were extremely encumbered, and I just wanted to get to Thompson's Crossing really quickly so that we could do a book drop and lighten our load. Yeah. Third person mode and tell that story over again. Okay. Let's see, where is my timer? Third person mode is what, 5 minutes? Because I think it's the same as IRL word ban. Okay. So, Waffle Mouse was heading from Coastal Highway to Pleasant Valley. And decided that because Astrid was over encumbered, that the best way for Waffle / Astrid to proceed was to do a very risky goat. We goated down into the... Why do I sound like... Crap. Seriously though, why do I sound like a robot when I do this? No, cancel. A very risky goat because it was incredibly steep and brought Astrid into bear territory. There was also at least one wolf involved, and Astrid sprained a wrist going down the very steep hill. And Waffle Mouse decided not to bandage Astrid's wrist because of the wolf, speak of the devil. Waffle did not feel that there was time to bandage Astrid's wrist. And so instead, Astrid ended up walking almost straight into a bear. So Astrid had to use her last flare, and Waffle's heart rate was all over the place, and things were scary. Yes, the way Waffle is telling the story now is much more detailed, now that Waffle can only speak in the third person. This is obviously the superior way to tell stories. Waffle is a little concerned about Astrid's temperature and therefore health. And Waffle is also a little concerned about Waffle's brain power, because we're at 3 minutes and Waffle is really struggling to not sound like a moron and also to stay in third person. Theoretically, this should not be very difficult. But because Waffle has been burned many times doing this challenge in the past, Waffle knows very careful about word choice. There are now 2.5 minutes to go, and Waffle is wondering how long 2.5 minutes can really feel. Laszlo is a native speaker of moron. So Laszlo understands Waffle perfectly. Isn't that excellent? Waffle doesn't actually believe that anyone in chat is a moron. But there are enough morons in the world that it is possible to become fluent in moron without being a moron. So that is the belief that Waffle holds. Okay, Waffle has to do the rest in German. Toll. Dann muss Wafflemaus das jetzt auch irgendwie machen, obwohl sie nie in der dritten Person auf Deutsch gesprochen hat. Und spricht genauso langsam und verwirrt wie sonst. Und sie hört sich immer noch sehr bescheuert an. Hier ist es zumindest warm und Waffle muss keine Gedanken machen, dass Astrid jetzt friert. Aber richtig navigieren und auch in der dritten Person sprechen gleichzeitig ist schwerer, als man denkt. Okay, 30 Sekunden, das schafft Waffle. Das ist möglich. Das schafft sie ohne Probleme. Und sammelt auch dabei ganz fleißig Kohle. Das nichts, das auch nichts. Okay. Aber Waffle will auch nicht so viel Sachen aufheben. Oh God. Why is third person so difficult? I mean, it's not even like the stuff that I'm talking about most of the time is particularly difficult. I mean, I guess it's just the little phrases every now and then where I correct myself and say I think or I don't know, whatever. It's little things like that that really trip me up, and so then I feel like I have to talk like an absolute moron in order to avoid that kind of stuff. Was that an English or a German Yeah, I don't have to speak in the third person most of the time, and I've been burned before. I will never forget the first time someone banned I for me for the 5 minutes. I just kept messing up over and over and over again. It probably went on for a good 40 minutes because obviously I'd reset the timer every single time I failed. And so now I'm like, I'd rather sound like a moron for 5 minutes than to try and speak naturally and trip up and have to keep doing this for like 30 minutes. Messing up once, okay. Messing up twice sucks, but whatever. But I really don't want it to go on and on and on like it did the first couple of times. It's clearly German. Next time I'm doing a combo chaos in third person, oh my god. I don't think I can handle that. Singing in chaos and also third person, oh my god. Fans are working overtime. Seriously, like you can see in my face that my brain is just like, okay, come on, what's going on? How do we say anything that's not I? How do we avoid any phrases with I? Oh, I remember I wanted to have the chat makes waffle mouse speak some German. Oh, and her hunger was definitely in the red earlier, and I would not have seen that if I didn't type in gur. Gur. Nothing. Also, I did see that there were some clips posted in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that that's documented forever. Ausgesetzt in der Wildnis von Kanada muss eine voll eine der 7 Zehnte überleben. Nur mit 7 Gehirns und Verkleidung am Körper auskommen. Yes, I only have 7 brain cells. It's true. No, come back here. And I mean, 7 is sometimes seriously a blessing. I'm gonna go down this way because I'm pretty sure there's like a little trailer, and I don't remember if we've been there or not, but if we haven't, there might be books there. I'm assuming we've been here already, but who knows? This is weird. But, I mean, 7 decades is a really long time. To survive with only 7 brain cells. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do that. Okay. I'm assuming that was because of links, but I'm not sure. It could have been spam.
I need to find some place to escape.
I'm not entirely sure. Usually when it's because of a link, someone of the stream element says, please don't post links without permission. Yeah. Yeah, links also get deleted immediately, but like I said, I think usually Stream Elements also sends a message saying, please don't post links without permission. Except for obviously I let some types of links through, but not all of them. Am I finished with season 3? We actually stopped watching season 3, I'm not gonna lie. We decided to instead watch, oh, I don't remember what the official title was, but there's that, series with Auto Bulletproof and Fabio Schaefer, where they try and walk across like 300 kilometers in northern Canadian wilderness or something like that in 30 days. Yeah, Survival Squad, that's what it was. Yeah, we watched that instead. That was suggested at the same time, and we're like, that's also Canada. And that's like 2 of our favorite people. Let's watch that instead. So we actually have not continued with season 3. We'll probably get back to it at some point just because, but it definitely doesn't have the same pull that seasons 1 and 2 do. Yeah, like it's fine. It's just it's not really. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have that pull. I don't feel like I need to watch it. It's just not. It's not as.
I could eat a horse.
Yeah, the challenges just aren't the same, and it's just not really what I'm there for. So, oh well. But yeah, I totally see what you mean. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if they just showed like specific teams, I'd maybe watch it, because there were definitely a couple of teams where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm really interested to see how they tackle it. But I don't really care about most of the teams, especially because teams are not really... It's not the same challenge as in the original. Obviously, as I said, we had no problem jumping into Survival Squad, and that's also a team-based thing, but, you know, it's 2 people that I actually am interested in watching, and so it's like watching a bunch of teams is just like,
Come on,
I
Loper.
don't know. We need more torches. Let's grab some more. We watched either 2 or 3 episodes. I think 2 full and started the 3rd. We didn't get very far. Yeah, I want to say we've started the 3rd episode. I don't think we actually finished the 3rd episode. I am disappointed though that neither season 1 nor 2 has subtitles, like not even auto-generated subtitles, because I'd really like to share it with people who don't speak German. But well. Speaking of auto-generated subtitles and such, in addition to that, I recently discovered that, so I've seen for a while now that YouTube will automatically translate some titles, which sometimes is not what I want, but sometimes it's helpful. It's languages I don't speak. However, the other day we were flipping through some videos, and there was one of those like short previews when you stop over a video and it starts playing the first couple of, you know, first 20, 30 seconds, whatever. And it's a show that's in English. They're English-speaking hosts, but there's obviously some sort of AI generation, text-to-speech type translation software that's available, because it was not just a translated title, it was also a translated video. Like it was so bizarre to hear them suddenly speaking German. I was like, what is going on? I don't know how I feel about this. No, I have no idea who got eliminated. We did not get that far. It was really sad, and I lost the rest of the interest I had for season 3, and yeah, there are no challenges anymore. It got kind of boring. Yeah, it's just, like, having the challenge, like, I could understand them wanting to add in teams. That's fine. There were too many changes for season 3 at once, I felt. Like, having it be teams and no challenges, and, you know, the different item restrictions, and it was just like, it was just a lot of changes at once, and it no longer had the same spark. Hey there, is that a base building survival with zombies? Hey, Fleet Machine, welcome in. No, there are no zombies. This is just PvE. So you've got bears and wolves, moose that you gotta keep an eye out for, but no zombies. And there's currently not a ton of base building either, but they have mentioned that there's going to be some more base building elements coming. I don't know exactly what that means, how they're going to define it, what sort of stuff they're going to add, but that is on the roadmap. Only zombies here are the people who still think flying crows mean the weather is going to change. One can hope, Trooper. I mean, sometimes I like to hope that the weather is going to change because the crows fly by, even though I know that's not how it works. Yeah, no base building yet. Like I said, I'm really curious to see what they mean by base building, because it could be something as simple as just being able to break down everything, being able to rearrange some stuff, but it could also be building, you know, actual structures. I have no idea what to expect. You know, like maybe we can remove the rugs. Who knows? As far as I know, the zombies are frozen to the ground and you can build snow shelters. I suppose that's true. The zombies are completely frozen solid and very quiet. Participants are kind of mad as well because they were instructed to record everything they have after they landed. Is any of this material shown? No. Oh, of course not. Closest thing to undead in TLD is the Lucifer. He doesn't bleed. Yeah, he's definitely something else. I don't know. Should we stay in here to actually warm up, or should we keep going? I think I'm leaning towards just keep going. The popcorn. I could go for some popcorn right now. So, I'm thinking this bear might be back up by now. It's a hard call, but I think he could be. It's gonna be close. If he's not up yet, he will be when we're on our way back through. So we should keep an eye out and an ear out. I spoiled what team lost first. I got really sad, and as I said, lost interest in the rest of the season completely. Yeah, go for it. We got wolves out on the ice. It's actually not that cold considering how late in the game this is. The best part about me in spoilers is if I give myself enough time, there's a good chance that I won't remember anyway. Actually, when I was on vacation, I picked up a book that belongs to my in-laws to read, and I was like, yeah, I vaguely remember this book. I think I've read it before, but I don't remember for sure. And so my husband goes, well, okay, well, what's it about? And I was like, I think it's about this. And I was like, but the problem is, that's essentially what the summary on the back of the book says. So I don't know if I've actually read it, or if I've just read the back of the book. So I started reading it again, and I was like, well, I don't actually, like, all of this is very familiar as I read it, but I don't actually remember what the ending is, I don't remember what happens, I don't remember how we get from here to there, so I guess I can reread it, and it'll be fine. And so I did. I reread the entire thing, and yeah. I only remembered things as they happened, and not before, so it was like reading a whole new book again, but I definitely have read it. No way! Wow! Yeah, okay, I kind of had a hunch that that's who you meant when you said that, that it made you sad and made you lose interest in the rest of the season, because they're one of the only teams that I actually was somewhat interested in watching. But wow, I would have never thought that that's how it would have gone. That really sucks, too. To know that, like, that's something that you can't really do without, obviously. Like, you can do without a lot of things, but doing without fresh water is not one of them. You can only survive so long without having anything to drink, unfortunately. Oh my god. 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 At least he's dumb enough to not know that I don't have anything in there. Oh my god. Alright. So we have some cured birch saplings in here. We've got some ruined moose meat. What else do we have around here? Decent deerskin pants. Hacksaw. Cured rabbit pelt. Ooh, our bear hides are cured. Well, this one is almost cured. This is also almost cured. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. We could stick around to make those things. But not right now. We could use this cured rabbit pelt for... you know, for repairing at least one of our 2 items. We do have to decide whether we're going to repair the hat or the mitts first. What the challenge is about, of course. So, the challenge that we're currently doing is the Great Bear Librarian Challenge. I have selected the Community Hall in Thompson's Crossing as our library. And essentially what we're doing is collecting books to bring back to the library. So we're not allowed to burn books because a librarian would never. And any skill books, any books that we can read, we have to read before we add them to the collection. We're done with that part, thankfully. So now it's just a matter of getting 100 regular books. The book total includes the skill books, though, so we're not 10 books away. We're actually 30 books away, but it's fine. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, and then we do have extra skill books, but they're not counted towards the final total at this point. And we're not trying to do it within a certain amount of time or anything. It's really just one of many challenges that I plan on doing. This was just the first one, just to kind of keep things interesting, have a goal, have something to work towards while I try and get to 500 days. So it's sort of a ruse. This is just the first of many challenges. But yeah, this is actually our 3rd attempt at it because the first time I was focused way too much on book collecting and not so much on survival, so it got to the point where we just
drink right now.
We were really struggling. It was cold. We didn't have enough food. And then we had a really quick run with a really quick death. I don't remember what happened there. And then this one. And this one we've nicknamed the Lucky Librarian Run because Astrid has had some issues. She's, had hypothermia twice, I think. We've gotten lost in blizzards. Things have looked very bleak for Astrid on a number of different occasions during this run. But she has pulled through during every single one of them. Do we have any water in here? We do. Let's take this. And then we can use our last ruined tablet. Oh, will it not let us? Oh, is it because I don't have a liter of water, or is it because it's expired? 30 more books is doable. I agree. It's really not that big a deal. We can totally do this. Search. What is in here then? Oh, yeah, I don't care. Yes, I'm gonna try and get to 500. I'd like to even go beyond that if we can. But we'll see. My longest run on Interloper ever is... It's still alive, I just kind of left it for the time being, is 160 days. So we're getting close to that. But I've noticed that in longer runs, my biggest killer is boredom. I will be stuck inside because there's been a blizzard all day, and then Astrid is, plenty of energy, and it's the middle of the night, and I don't know what to do, so I run outside, and I'm running around and stuff, and then I get caught in another blizzard and then die because I get lost and cold and hungry and all that fun stuff. So I'm trying to give myself these challenges to keep myself from doing stupid things like that. She likes to make her viewers nervous. Yeah, of course. That's half the fun. 2 minutes until ready. Okay, now we can actually cook up some water. Let's boil this up, I guess. Librarian challenge in original interloper. Yeah, that definitely wouldn't be doable. Took me 4 years to achieve that. You know, I'm not surprised. I have never had a really, really long run. Like I said, my longest run is the 160 days, or 60 some odd days. I don't know exactly how many. But I've had a lot of deaths in between. And I consider myself to be an expert noob. I know what I'm doing in this game. I can pull things around when things are not doing so good, but I still make a lot of stupid mistakes. And I definitely don't know the regions in and out like some people on Twitch do. Like I said, silly things like getting bored and deciding to run out into the middle of the night into a blizzard. That kind of stuff happens, so. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'd also like to try and get all skills to 5, but I don't know if that's actually doable. I've heard sort of conflicting information on that, because I know you can level up gunsmithing and stuff using books, but I thought the one hand, I'm pretty sure I've heard you can actually get all skills to level 5 on Interloper, but on the other hand, you can't get them all from books. You also still need to craft ammunition or something like that. So I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. I'm not sure if I'm patient enough for all skills to 5. I guess it depends. Once we get to 500 days, maybe it'll be a breeze. Who knows? By the way, Fleet Machine is a troll. Always tell you didn't look into this corner under that table for loot that you wanted just seconds ago. I will fall for it every time. I'm just warning you. We'll then be looking at things many, many times. My mod pizza is like that too. When we lost our hammer, pizza was like, I know where a guaranteed hammer is, or you just walked past a hammer, and I'm like, pizza, come on. You can turn in circles twice to have an accurate overlook while falling. Yes, exactly. You never know. Could work. The weather sounds pretty terrible. How are we doing on torch? We need more torches. Let's do 40 and then we'll finish this. And then we'll pull torches. Oh, that's a terrible torch. Alright, Lily, have a safe trip. And, like I said, I hope the weather behaves a little bit and that you are able to have a good time.
I can barely walk with this much
I
gear.
hope the soon-to-be college student gets all the information that they're looking for. Okay, so the question is, do we want to repair our bunny mitts or our bunny hat? Oh, no worries. I completely understand spotty internet. Kind of like wearing a rabbit on your hands. I think I'm gonna repair the hat. Not a troll, maybe a bit. I mean, that's half the fun of watching Twitch, right? Of being in chat. Just trolling a little. Okay, I need to make sure that I put in my notes that we just took this. Coastal Highway, Quonset. 21 guts. 1 bunny. No, bunny is gone. Bears and moose should be cured by day 143 to 145. The bear should be done sooner than that, actually. This one's done already. This one's at 98%, so he should be done in like 2 days. Now we've got lots of reclaimed wood. Hang in as long as I can. I appreciate it. I did have a good break, thank you. Yeah, I missed streaming quite a bit, but it was also really nice to get a change of scenery, see some family that I hadn't seen in a while. Yeah, it was, you know, the weather could have been a little bit better over Easter, but hey. Oh, it was actually really cool. One of the things we always do when we... Excuse me, didn't I pick up water? Didn't I make like 2 liters of water? I didn't finish letting it pour. Stupid, stupid, stupid. One of the things we always do when we visit family is there is a really nice zoo nearby. So we try to make it a habit of going to visit. And the weather was not supposed to be super great while we were all there. So
Come on, little fire.
we ended up getting up really early to go first thing when they opened. And we basically had the zoo to ourselves for the first, I don't know, not quite hour, maybe 45 minutes. And so we were walking around, and it's also a zoo that you can like actually go into some of the enclosures. You can actually come up into contact with some of the animals. Some of them you're allowed to feed. So anyway, my sister-in-law got bit by a baby goat. Yeah, so she went into like the petting zoo enclosure and was feeding some of the baby goats. And because we're like the only ones there, they flocked, of course. It came rushing over. And so there was this one baby goat that was like sucking on her finger, and at first she was like, oh, how cute. And then it bit her. And like before that it was trying to eat her coat. And then we went into another area, and they have like free roaming lemurs. And one of the lemurs jumped onto my husband. It was so cool. It just like jumped onto his arm, crawled up, sat on his shoulder. I got a couple of really cool pictures. At one point it crawled up onto his head and was like looking around, and then it went back down his arm slowly and jumped back onto a tree. It was super cool. Yeah, that was definitely an unforgettable trip. Just had breakfast, but I kind of crave baked camembert. Oh, I could totally go for baked camembert.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Baked camembert. I love cheese. I mean, there is a reason I'm Waffle Mouse. I love cheese. I already have 10. I really don't need more. We could maybe make some more water and then just sleep. It was a lot of fun. Cheese is love, cheese is life. Cheese is better than sex. Cheese is honestly top tier. I would be so sad if I had lactose intolerance, because cheese and ice cream and yogurt and all the dairy. Okay, maybe not all the dairy. I don't really care about milk. I use milk as an ingredient. I don't drink milk. Everything else, every other dairy product, though, I would severely miss. Oh, who am I kidding? I'd just use a lot of pills and just be uncomfortable a lot of the time. Oh my goodness, molten cheese. Oven cheese. Oh, cheese boards. Okay, well, I'm getting hungry. It's unsafe. I still didn't let it boil. What is wrong with me? Do I have any more unsafe water? Yes. Good job. Very, very smart. Very intelligent. Alright, I guess Astrid can go to sleep soon. I think the goal is to at least get to Crumbling Highway today, before the end of stream. Because we're already only got like 25 more minutes. And I don't know if we'll actually make it to Desolation Point or not. If we do, that would be cool, but, you know, if the weather is terrible tomorrow, we might not be able to leave. We shall see. Cheese and apples, yes! If I could choose my death, I'd like to die from too much cheese. I don't know, like, the normal thing to think about when you say death by too much cheese is eating too much cheese, but my first thought was a cheese avalanche. I think I might be down to 7 brain cells. 8 hours? Let's do 8 hours. I think the reason I thought of a cheese avalanche is because somewhere in the deep recesses of my brain, I'm remembering a YouTube video where someone was playing Skyrim with random, like, script mods, and there was one where, like, chat could summon cheese, and so, like, the character was just constantly getting bombarded with cheese. Alright, weather. How's it looking? It's still too early to go out. Also, we're carrying so much stuff. What are we carrying? It's probably coal. It is coal. Oh, we were definitely carrying more than 10 at some point. I don't know when, but at some point we were, so. That's definitely part of the problem. My hoarding is also part of the problem. I guess we'll just pass time, because it's too dark to read. And then we can we're still not tired enough to sleep. We're currently carrying exactly 10 coal, but I'm sure at some point we were carrying more, so it's fine. We only have 1 piece of venison now. I wonder if we have some more cooked meat out front. I think we did, but I could be wrong. Let's see how the weather is. This is very blizzardy. I mean, not blizzardy, but very windy. Pineapple and cheese and some fresh baked goods, some onion and peppers. That sounds so good. No, 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 no. No bears, no bears. It's like no whammy. I can't sprint. This is a terrible idea. I can't sprint and I'm in the wind. That's fine. I knew what you meant. Okay, maybe if we read for a little bit. We gotta drop something though. Let's drop some of our coal. Let's drop like half of our coal. What else do I want to drop? Break down this torch. It's yellow from the egg. Sometimes my English is not the yellow from the egg. It sounds like we actually have a blizzard now. I'm gonna check before I start reading. Why did I know that today's weather was gonna be terrible? I believe my pig whistles. I think I spider. Speaking of spiders, there's a little spider in our bathroom that's been running across the ceiling. Like it'll be in one corner one morning, and then that evening it's in the other corner and stuff. I'm okay with spiders in the corners of ceilings. Any other place, not okay. Although it also depends on the type of spider. This is like a daddy long leg type spider. Just very, very long legs, very spindly, not a big deal. But like thick, hairy legged spiders, no, I see, the thing is, I appreciate what spiders do for us. I appreciate the kind of role they play in our ecological system. However, I don't want to see them. Well, we've got some weather. We've got some weather. We've got some blizzard, so that gives us time. I guess we definitely don't need that many guts. We could make a bearskin coat. Bearskin bedroll. Ooh. Ooh, do we make the coat or do we make the bedroll? Plus 6 degrees of warmth. This is only plus 4. Also more waterproof and more protection in general. I think we should start making it. Coat for sure. We're definitely going to get more use out of the coat. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. It's a crime against humanity and almost as bad as chocolate. Mav, I completely disagree. It's taking all of my self-control to not time you out for that. Just check bingo. Astrid is fire starting 5, isn't she? The likelihood of starting a fail is very small. It is very small, but not impossible. Starting with reclaimed wood only gives you 90%. So I do try to fail some fires, but you're right. The chance of her failing is relatively small. Okay, let's drop the cured guts. I think we still probably need a few though. Let's make sure that we can still craft this. No, we can't. Okay, how many guts do I need? Do I need 4? I need 3. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so I need to update this. To Quonset. No more bears. And we picked up like 4 guts. So 21 minus 4. I can do math in my head. 17. Pineapple pizza, best pizza. Pineapple, bacon, and banana peppers is my go-to. That sounds so good. I need to try that at some point. Poor dough getting all wet and limp from pineapple juice. It's still really windy though. And the wind is like coming right at us. This is not ideal. Pineapple on pizza, had it last night. Pineapple, American bacon, red peppers. That also sounds like a good combination. Man, now I want pizza. We're still really over encumbered. And by a lot. Let's maybe leave behind the cooking pot. She said carrying around almost 6.5 kilos of sticks. I should make a note of that too, though. And cooking pot. Let's see, the moose should be cured by day 43 to 45. Is that true? Yeah, I guess that could be true. We're only at 89% cured, so we need 11%, and we're on 130 something. I don't know. Well, I mean, everyone is different. Everyone's got different taste buds and different preferences. Because I know it's like a sin that I don't like sushi. I've really given it a fair try. I try it all the time, but it's one of those things where some types of sushi I can finish, but it's never going to be something I crave. It's never going to be something I order for myself. And I know that that's like a sin to say. I know so many people are huge sushi fans, but I've tried and it's just not for me. Yeah, every Italian probably would call it a sacrilege. Although I have to say, I give major props to my local Italian place because they're actually, like, from Italy, the people who work there. And they still offer it, which to me is incredible. I'm so surprised that they do. They don't do a lot of pizza topping selections. Like, there's not a huge variety. And there's also not a huge variety of things that are very... Like I've noticed that there's a trend here in Germany to add, like, hollandaise sauce to pizzas. And they don't have a ton of those. They've just got a lot of, like, really basic pizzas. But they do have that. And I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that they're probably doing it because a lot of people order it and expect it to be there. But I know that they're probably not thrilled about it. So I try not to order it from them. They have other better pizzas, to be perfectly honest. I love Hawaiian pizza, but they have some combinations that are just not available anywhere else. And so I have to go with that. Did you say sushi? Bread it and deep fry it, then I'll eat it. Love that they're going against their own ideals and selling out. Wait, he's already back up? Or did I not kill Misanthrope's Bear yet? No, I didn't kill Misanthrope's Bear. That's why we only have 2 hides. Okay, I was gonna say, that's way too soon. But that's okay, I think we should be able to get to Crumbler. With different taste than those with wrong taste. Yeah. You're entitled to your wrong opinion, as I like to say sometimes. Oh, Bastard's getting hungry. Well, I'm a big fan of sweet and salty combinations, which I have learned is not really a thing here. And I mean, pineapple is a very hot button issue when it comes to pizza, no matter where you're from, even in areas where sweet and salty are a totally normal combination. But I think that's why I like pineapple on pizza, to be honest. Even though he's way over there, I feel the need to walk sideways to keep an eye on him because I'm so afraid of him just, like, teleporting behind me. That's not a thing, but it could be. Wait, we're warming up? What is this sorcery? Okay, I think we can look away now. It's like an obsession. I can't look away. Hey, Fleet Machine, thank you so much
Machine just subscribed.
for the sub. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the emotes and the ad-free viewing. Although, I don't know if I've ever officially said this, but if you're ever watching, feel free to use an ad blocker. Like, I don't care. I am a huge fan of ad blockers. I can't remember. I think someone in chat posted something in Discord about the use of ad blockers and how it increases if you're someone who works in advertising or something. And to some extent that's true, probably in part because you obviously don't want to pay to see your own ads. But on the other hand, it's also because you know everything about ads, and it's just like, no, I'm okay with not getting ads, thank you. Probably blizzard incoming. I found that when I'm warm on Loper, it's usually a blizzard incoming. That's just what we need, is another blizzard. We haven't had enough of those. Just want to support that nice stream, get you a coffee. Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate support in all its forms. Okay, that was a deer, but I honestly thought that the bear had suddenly spawned over here and we were in trouble. So we're fine. Not getting abs. Ads or abs. I'm okay with not getting abs. I'd much rather have cheese and ice cream. And pizza. And fries.
This will come in handy.
Matches! Let's not break this torch chain. There we go. Get myself a big pot of cheese fondue sometime ago. Dipping things into hot melting cheese. We could grab some rose hips. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, I don't mind if we get another blizzard as long as I actually get to the shelter in Crumbling Highway first. Or the mine. I don't want to get stuck in between them. Like, this weather is so suspicious. I have to agree, it's probably going to be followed by a blizzard. I haven't actually noticed that trend myself, but it's just too suspicious to not be the case. Okay, there's firewood. I'm not gonna pick it up, but we did find it. I mean, really self-made, not from some plastic bag into the pot and melt it. Nice. So it was the really good stuff. For a second there, I thought those were going to be saplings, but they're not. They're just scrub brush. Hey, Snow, welcome in. I hope you're having a good week. It's good to see you. Okay, so I know that there are no bears in Crumbling Highway, but I saw the stump, that brown stump over there, and I heard some weird sounds, and I thought for sure that it was a bear. Thanks, Brain. I really appreciate it. Allergy season do be kicking. Oof. I'm sorry. I have a feeling I might have a mild allergy to something. I don't know what it is. It's not bad enough to actually need medication or to need an allergy test or something, but I do notice that in spring, I tend to get stuffier a lot quicker. I sneeze a little more. But I also know that whatever it is, it's not nearly as bad as actually having, like, seasonal allergies, so I'm sorry. I hope it's not too terrible this year. Dedicated channel on Sirius XM so the Swifties in the car are happy. Well, it's important to have good music for any sort of travel. I firmly believe that, whether it's, you know, your own playlist or a good radio channel, it is important for any form of travel, whether you're in a train, on a plane, in a car. You just need good music.
I'll take it.
Worn fleece mittens. I don't really care about those, but I also don't want them to disappear, so we'll just drop them. Spring-summer combination. Ooh. So no break. No break, just one into the next. Another wilderness kitchen. I mean, that doesn't count for our book collection yet, but
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
okay. This summer I'm gonna go visit England. Maybe the seawater will be nice. I hope that it'll help. That maybe the breeze will keep things from being too.
Is that a book? I know a thing
Too
or two about
allergen
books,
heavy.
and that's a book.
You're right. We just found a book. That's actually that's also a bingo event. Self-made food is still best. I'm
been
gonna
so
make
hungry
soup.
in my life.
And stuff some potatoes, carrots. No. I should know what milk is in English. Leek. That's what it is. Onions and stuff. That sounds so good. Homemade soup is the best. There's this one skit by some German comedian. I think it might be Martina Hill, where I don't even remember what the context is or what the deal is, but for some reason she keeps repeating the word Lauch, but she says it really weirdly. And for some reason that's in my brain, but none of the other details about it are there. So, long story short, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, it's almost 1. Okay, so the plan is now I'm going to get into the mine and we'll save there. There's also some firewood in there. That's cool. It will save during the transition. Oh, actually, I wonder, is the number of sticks needed over 40 or over 50?
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right
I
now.
don't remember. I also don't think I can climb up one of these rocks and jump over the path. I think I have to go around. I could be wrong, though. At least we're on the right side of the crumbled highway. Road collapse. Oh, and our torch was blown out. At least we're on this side. I'm pretty sure there are no wolves on this side. Okay, I actually have to go around these rocks too. Combination Chaos is one of the redeems that I have where it's Mouse Hat, lots of random German, and Sing mode. But I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't have time for one today, unfortunately. But I'm assuming you need it for bingo though, which is why you're probably asking. Link, the more you know. Yes. It tastes so good. I love leek. I actually, at one point, many years ago, I had this random craving for like, leek soup. It's like leek cheese and beef soup. And my friends were picking on me for it, because they're like, who has cravings for leek? I have an insatiable craving for leek. I'm just like, no, but it's the soup. The soup is so good. Oh, you know what? We should actually probably eat and drink and then save. So go back out and then come back in so that we're saved. I'm also going to make a note before we do this. Plan. Get books from DP. I don't think we need to forge or anything. I guess we'll figure that out. Oh, and I wanted to finish the bear coat. That should also be a plan for next time. Get books from DP and finish bear coat. We might not finish that next stream, but that'll be our kind of long-term goal. Alrighty. So, here we are. 138 days survived. We went through like 2 or 3 blizzards and 2 auroras today. We really got quite a bit done considering how terrible the weather was. So long as you don't leak leaks. Ba-dum. Alrighty. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to wrap up here. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me today, especially those of you who had to get up a little earlier than usual. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support in all its many forms, whether it's subs, gift subs, bits, just hanging out in chat, just chatting with me, or even just lurking. I appreciate every single one of you. I do plan to be back on Sunday, and for my like regular time, so it won't be super early. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful start to your weekend, a wonderful Friday. And yes, Nog, you may make a raid suggestion. So fun today and pretty good stream. Thank you, Fleet Machine. I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead, Nog. I am always open to suggestions. I don't even know who's on this early in the morning. Kit Kat Game, newer TLD streamer, never has many views. Sure. Why not? I think I've seen Kit Kat Game hanging out in your chat before, and you tend to hang out with some pretty cool people, so. Alright. If you can stick around for the raid, please do so. Otherwise, you know, whatever, go do your thing. Have a good one, everyone, and bye for now.